Hey guys, it's Kristina. So, ever since I got my Invisalign, everyone has been asking me all these different questions, and I finally have the time to sit down and talk to you guys about Invisalign and answer all of your questions, like what it is, how long you wear it, how much it costs, does it hurt, like how does it compare to braces, blah blah blah. All of your questions will be answered in this video. Okay, so first of all, what is Invisalign and why did I get it? I do have it in right now, by the way. Usually I take it out for my videos just because I feel like I have a little bit of a lisp when I have it in, but basically it's to straighten your teeth. It's the invisible braces, pretty much. They're plastic, they're acrylic, they're not actual like metal braces. You do get to take them out and everything like that. It's a very good alternative to the traditional braces because I feel like the regular braces, even if the things right here are clear, you still see the metal and all the little clear attachments or whatever they're called on the braces, and you can still definitely see it way more than these things. The reason I did get Invisalign, I've been wanting it for years and years, ever since I started getting my wisdom teeth in, because they kind of pushed my teeth in the front forward. They used to be straight, like just good, perfect, whatever, and when the wisdoms came in, they started pushing them forward, and they didn't just come in straight. Two of them did, but the other two, they came in sideways, so it took like 2 years for them to actually come out where they could pull them out. So within those 2-3 years, the teeth in the front shifted forward, and I had this one tooth right here that's a little bit up, and I didn't like it at all because compared to what I was before, they're like crooked to me. I know a lot of you guys always compliment my teeth on my videos, my teeth whitening videos that I do, and you're always like, oh, why are your teeth so straight and white? Did you have braces? And like, thank you so much for your compliments, but I didn't feel like they were, you know, that, like, they just were more crooked than they used to be. So that's not what I was used to. So I've been wanting Invisalign for like years and years, and I was just waiting to get insurance again. As you guys know, I didn't have any kind of insurance like health or dental, and then I finally got it this year, but it didn't cover the Invisalign at all, the plan that I had. So I ended up paying for it out of my pocket. If you're wondering how much it is, it definitely depends on the person you see, the orthodontist, and it depends how long you're going to be wearing them. There's a lot of different factors. For me, I ended up paying, they were originally like $5,000, and they gave me a $500 discount, so they were $4,500, but you can make payments on them. So I put a $500 deposit down, and then after that I'm just making like $200 payments every month, just kind of like a car payment, so you don't have to pay it all outright, and there's no interest or anything like that, so you can just make payments. So that's what I'm doing now. And for my case, they said that I will be wearing them from 9 to 13 months depending, you know, which is not bad because some people wear them for like 4 or 5 years. So my teeth were not that crooked, but the orthodontist says because I have like a weird bite apparently, which I wasn't aware of before, that's why it's gonna take a little bit longer. He said if I didn't have that bite, it would have probably taken like 4 or 5 months to straighten out just the teeth or whatever. So, and the reason it's 9 to 13 months is because it depends on how long you wear them a day. So traditional braces, of course, you have in 24 hours a day because you can't take them off. These ones you have to take them out to eat and drink because you can't bite anything with them, and on top of that, if you drink with them, like anything dark, it will stain. So you have to take them out, so you get 2 hours a day to eat and drink, which is not a lot. I thought it was gonna be enough. It's really not, and it sucks, but you know, you have to do it. And so if you don't follow the 22 out of 24 hour rule, of course you'll have to wear Invisalign longer for a longer period of months because your teeth are not going to be straightening out as fast, obviously. Oh, and by the way, the cost that I said, it all includes the orthodontist visits, the Invisalign, like the different trays, because you do get a different tray every 2 weeks. So I got 19 trays, which is 9.5 months. So no, you don't get just one tray, because some people ask me that like in person, and no, that's not the case. And plus it covers all your visits. So every time I go back, which is every 6 weeks, they give me more trays and they examine me and everything like that. And that's all included in the cost. Like I don't pay anything for the visits, and that includes the attachments and everything like that. If they break off, they'll put a new one on. And what attachments are is basically, let me zoom in, it's basically these things. Do you see this little like squares? They're not everywhere. They only put them on the teeth that need the most movement, and I guess for me there were these ones here. I have 10 attachments total, which actually if you have attachments on, they hurt a lot at first to take them in and out. Like this girl told me on Instagram that she first got the Invisalign and they didn't put her attachments in until 2 weeks later, so just to let her adjust to them because it hurt a lot. And definitely like the first 10 days hurt like hell, But after that I got used to it, and now they don't hurt even when I change them out every 2 weeks. So, you know, which is pretty much the same equivalent of like braces. They tighten them, you know what I mean? Because people ask me how these work. Basically every 2 weeks they're a little bit more straight, and that's how you straighten your teeth. So these attachments here, I have I think 4 on the bottom and 6 on the top, and I wasn't aware that they were going to be in the front. I mean, I was still would have done Invisalign, but I thought they were all going to be in the back, because that's the pictures that I saw online. They had like 4 in the back where you couldn't see them. And if I didn't have these in the front, you totally wouldn't be even able to tell that I have Invisalign in. Let me take the top one out. I'll show you how to take it out. So that is it. And the bottom one, you see my attachments are in the back. You can't even tell that I have it in. It's like totally clear. So I feel like if these weren't in the front, you wouldn't even know that I have an Invisalign in. I'm gonna take this one out too. Because I want to show you how much it changes your lisp, or the lack thereof. Because this is how I used to talk normally without the Invisalign, and I just feel like even when I take it out, it feels a little bit weird. I talk kind of funny, like not like I used to. So this is what it is like without it. And basically you pop it out every time you gotta eat, and then you gotta brush your teeth and then put it back in. And anytime you drink anything dark, or just anything that has a color to it, you know how like coffee tea stains your teeth? Well, it's the same thing with this, except, you know, that applies to like everything, wine, like Pepsi, whatever. So you don't want these to be like yellow, obviously. So you do either take them out or you drink through a straw. So I bought some straws. They were like $1 for like 100 of them or something like that. And everything I'm talking about I will link for you guys in the info box if you want to purchase it. But basically, yeah, that sucks. You have to take it out all the time. But just if you're on the go, because you only get 2 hours, so think about it. If you go to a dinner and you're actually having a conversation with people as you're eating, you know, that takes like maybe 2-3 hours right there just for one dinner, you know, not including lunch, breakfast, whatever. So yeah, if you scarf it down, you might be able to get like 4 meals within 2 hours. But other than that, it's just really sucks. You can't snack really, because every time, like I used to have snacks in my car, I used to just snack as I'm, you know, driving or whatever. Now I can't do that because you have to take it out, then there's food stuck in your teeth, you have to like brush your teeth. It just sucks. So I just don't snack anymore, and I have lost weight because of it. I think within the last 2 months, I've had this for like 2.5 months, I lost about like 9 pounds, and I didn't even mean to. You know, I never used to weigh myself, but my mom was like, you look thinner. And so I weighed myself, and yeah, I was just like surprised. You know, I wasn't trying to lose weight. But yeah, definitely you do just munch and snack a lot less. And speaking of eating, they gave me 2 of these little things at the orthodontist office. And you just kind of pop your Invisalign in here, put it in your bag while you're out eating or whatever, you know, or even at home. And then I also have this bee brush that I've talked about in multiple videos. This is basically just a to-go brush from Smile Sciences, and I do have a coupon code for this if you're interested. So you just basically pop this out, you take the toothpaste, put it on, and I do have replacements for the toothpaste and the brush head. So I would definitely suggest getting one of these, because it's so much simpler to carry this than like a toothbrush and a case for it and toothpaste and all that. So, you know, it's just one thing to put in your bag. And they do have the regular ones without the bedazzle if you're a boy or something like that. So definitely check these out. I will link them down below. So that's useful to brush your teeth after, like, you know, you're out at a dinner or in the movies or something like that. And then to actually clean the Invisalign at home, what I would suggest is this combo that was given to me at the orthodontist office. It's a lot more affordable than the stuff they sell on Invisalign website, which is expensive. So basically, you take your Invisalign, you put it in a cup, and then you fill it up with hydrogen peroxide just to cover the Invisalign, not like a full cup. And then you put half of these tablets in there, which are just denture cleanser, and these are so cheap, like both of these things, and I will link all of these down below for you guys. And basically cleans the Invisalign. So just leave it in there for like 10-15 minutes while you're eating or something like that. And that's good because literally it's so hard to clean all the nooks and crannies in between here, you know, with the toothbrush. I do clean these every time I brush my teeth, but still it's hard because you can't get into every little crevice. And you know how you get like fur in your teeth throughout the day or night or whatever. Same thing with these, you know, you don't want to get like fur on them inside and that you don't clean off, because then they might start to smell and you don't want that. But if you don't have the time to, you know, dip them in something like that, like say you just woke up, you have to brush your teeth and like go, I would use this one, and it's called OPE, like soap but without the S, and it's just a cleaner for everything, you know, that has to do with your mouth. It kills virus, fungus, and bacteria, and it's really, really good. And the only thing I would say is that it does have a yellow color to it. I think they should make it like blue, because what if that's gonna make it stain more? Because like I said, like everything stains, these plastic things. So yeah, but I will also link that down below for you guys. And I think that's pretty much it. I mean, to me, it's a better alternative than braces, because one, you don't see it in pictures. It's clear, you know, every time I take photos, unless it's like this close, like nobody can even see it, you know what I mean? Nobody's gonna be like, oh my gosh, you have Invisalign on. Like, you can't even tell. If I didn't have the attachments, you couldn't even tell in person that I have it on, you know what I mean? And it's so much better, especially if you are into like acting or modeling, you have to do a photo shoot, say, you know, and you don't want to have that, and you don't want to be like with braces, you can just pop it out and just do a photo shoot and then just put it back in, you know what I mean? It's not that big of a deal. So that's why I opted for Invisalign. So hopefully, you know, I wear it like the way I'm supposed to wear it, and I'll only have to wear it for like 9.5 months versus like 13 or something like that. So we'll see. I will be doing an update at the very end of my treatments to show you guys the final results of my teeth. And they do give you like this thing online that you can look at the orthodontist office and see week by week how your teeth look like, and from the beginning to the end. So that's really cool. It's like a simulation. Another reason they're better than braces is because you can brush your teeth easier and you can floss in between, because the braces have the metal thing connecting, so you can't really floss. I mean, you can, but it's going to be way harder. And the metal things, I guess, scratch the inside of your mouth from what I hear, so that's not comfortable. So that's another reason I don't want that, because I don't want any metal in my mouth. But you do have to wear a retainer after both braces and Invisalign. Like later, once you're done, you wear a retainer at night, because you don't want your teeth shifting back to their original position, you know, because I am an adult now. I guess if I were to get braces when I was younger, it would have been different. But I'm gonna have to wear a retainer, and I know some people have like a permanent metal retainer inside their mouth afterwards, but I don't want any metal in my mouth, so I'm gonna have to wear a retainer. But I think that is pretty much it. If you have any more questions, just leave them down below. And like I said, everything that I talked about will be linked at the top of my info box below this video, so just check that out. And yeah, so please like and subscribe. And if you want to add me on like Instagram or Facebook or Twitter, I'll have all my links down below, as well as my vlogging channel, which I will be vlogging on for my Invisalign as well. So check that out, and I'll see you next time. Bye. So Minx is basically like an extension of City Lips, or City Cosmetics company, which I've done videos on before. They have awesome like skincare. They have awesome like lip glosses,